Hello friends, Joy over here. Thank you for watching this video. I will be guiding you through a all levels flow. And today's class we're going to focus a little bit more on opening up, stretching the side body. So I hope you enjoy. So let's actually stand on our knees to get started. So we're going to get moving right away. So your knees can be roughly hip width distance, and if your knees are sensitive, you can always slide a blanket or towel underneath. And then you're gonna inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, take your left hand by the side of your body and take a side stretch here. And then come back to center. Inhale, remember to tone your belly. Exhale, reach up and over. Come back to center. Inhale. Now we're gonna open twist to the left. So be mindful here that you're not twisting from your hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open twist to your right. You're gonna breathe back to center. Exhale, press back into a child's pose. Good. From here, walk your hands to your left. Again, focusing on opening that side body. So breathe from your hip all the way to your fingertips. Keep your arms active by pressing the finger pads on the ground. And then come back to center. Get a little bit longer. Exhale, switch sides. On your next inhalation, stretch your arms in front of you. And then from your core, inhale, come all the way up. Good. Exhale, left hand to the side body. Go a little deeper, find something new. Inhale, come back. Exhale, switch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open twist. Breathe back. And open to your right. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, sit back, child's pose. Walk the hands to the left. Go a little deeper. Find a little more sensation. And just come back to center. Inhale. Exhale, switch. Walk your hands back to center. Last one. Inhale, tone that belly, reach your arms up. Exhale. Find a side stretch and maybe your fingertips get a little bit closer to the floor or a block. Untuck your chin, breathe back to center, and switch sides. And you may notice that one side feels a little bit more open. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open twist. See if you can gaze towards the back hand. Inhale, look up and lengthen. Exhale, open twist. Inhale, reach. And exhale to child's pose. Draw the fingers to the left. And walk the fingers back to center. Take a big breath in. Exhale, hands to the right. Inhale, lengthen. Press through the feet, tone the belly. Come all the way up. Sweep your arms, palms touch. Draw the hands to the heart center. All right, good work. Now, staying on your knees, you're gonna extend your right leg out to the side. So I always tell students, your toes can point straight forward or they can come slightly out on an angle. Just see what feels most comfortable for your knee, and try to have your ankle in line with your knee here. Take an inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, take your right hand to your shin. And then with your gaze, you can either gaze up, if that doesn't bother your neck, or you can just keep your gaze towards the horizon. Now breathe deeply here from that hip point all the way into the armpit, and keep that leg, that foot that's on the ground pressing firmly, so you can also engage your leg. Come back to center, and then switch sides, and now your hand comes either to the floor or a block. Allow the energy to move through the side body, so breathe from the outer ankle all the way to the fingertips. One more breath. Lead with your right hand. Inhale, come back to center, palms touch, hands to the heart. We're gonna go right to the other side. So same amount of awareness, dedication, intention on the side. Inhale, and then exhale. Take 3 breaths here. Notice where you're feeling the most sensation, and then direct your breath. Make sure your chest is nice and open, that you're not tucking your chin. Final one, my friends. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, take your hand to the floor or your block. Reach your arm over your ear. Last one. Lead with your left hand. Come back to center, palms touch, hands towards the heart. Very nice. So now come into a seated position, and you can cross your legs if you want here, or you can just sit on your shins. We're gonna start to flow in just a moment. We're just gonna, again, bring a little bit more awareness to the side body. So left hand comes to the floor, right arm reaches up and over. Relax your left shoulder away from your ear. Go a little deeper. And then just walk the hands in front of you and switch sides. So keeping the chest nice and open. Take another mindful breath here. And come back to center, reach both arms up. You're gonna lace your fingers, press your palms up towards the sky. Big breath in, exhale, reach your hands slightly to the left. Doesn't have to be a huge movement here. And bring back to center. And switch sides. Good, back to center, release, and then slowly just extend the arms down. All right, very nice. Come to your downward dog. And here you can start to paddle your feet. You can shake your head yes and no. And then you're gonna raise your left leg to the sky, and then stack your left foot forward. Take your right knee to the ground. Take an inhale here, lengthen. And then walk your hands on your leg here, coming into a low lunge. You can always extend your arms up towards the ceiling if you wish. Otherwise, you can just press your palms. Relax your shoulders. Very nice. Now sweep your arms. Your left hand is going to catch your right wrist and reach up and over to the left. So at the same time you're adding that side body here, you want to make sure your hips are nice and squared. One more time. Come back to center. Frame your left foot, slide your hips back. Let's add a little bit of a hamstring stretch here. feel like we can never stretch our hamstrings enough. Big breath in, slow breath out. Stay here for another one. And then inhale, rebend your knee. You're gonna step back to a plank. Inhale at the top of your push-up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale to downward dog. Every time you come to your downward dog, use this as an opportunity for you to ground yourself, to find stillness. Inhale, stretch your right leg high. Exhale, step your right foot forward, knee comes to the ground. So just take one more breath here so you can fully arrive. Stack your knee over your ankle. And then start to walk your hands on top of your leg, untuck your back toes. So again, remember to plug your right hip back. Shoulders stay over your hips. Breathe into that left hip flexor, quad, into the heart space. Good, now inhale, circle your arms. Right hand catches your left wrist. Reach up and over. And take 3 mindful breaths here. Remember to anchor down through your front foot so you can find stability. So you press that heel on the ground, you feel the hamstring engaging. Draw the navel towards the spine. One more breath. And come back to center. Frame your foot. Extend through your right leg. Wake up your toes. Try to lengthen your spine as much as possible. Use your props, use your blocks, support yourself. Continue to add texture and volume to your breath. Inhale, rebend your knee. You're going to step back to your plank. You're going to move through our flow. As you exhale, you lower down. As you inhale, you take your back bend of your choice. And we meet in downward dog. So the beauty of opening the side body is because it helps us to, with our posture, right, supports, gives us stability to our torso, which helps us to bend sideways, to twist. Especially if you spend a lot of time sitting on your chair, like on your desk, or driving. Inhale, raise your left leg. Step your left foot forward. Take your knee down to the ground. First, lengthen your spine, plug your hip back. Inhale, sweep your arms. Left hand, right wrist. Go right away into the side stretch. Again, every time you revisit the pose, see if you can go a little deeper. Maybe release that left hand towards the ground and touch your block or even the floor. But make sure your chest is not coming forward as you do this. Come back to center. And then frame your foot. Go a little deeper into that runner's stretch or half splits. You're gonna keep your right hand on the floor, raise your left arm. You're gonna take a little twist. And then slowly release. Inhale, rebend your knee. Exhale, step back plank. Inhale again at the top of your push-up. Exhale to flow or not. Our destination is downward dog. Reach your right leg high. Stack your right foot forward. Take a lot of space. Inhale, reach your arms high. Right hand catches your left wrist. Reach up and over. Maybe release your hand to the ground or to a block. Inhale. Exhale, frame your right foot, extend your leg. Plug the right hip back. All right, we're gonna add our twist here. So keep your left hand on the ground. Inhale, raise your right arm. And then slowly release. Breathe back into your lunge. And you know what to do. Move like you, my friends. Come to downward dog. All right, we're gonna add a little bit more here into the side body. So from your downward dog, I want you to turn all 10 toes to the left. So you're gonna feel a little bit more weight into your right hand. Breathe into the left side. Come back to center, inhale. Exhale, switch sides. And come back to center. Walk your hands towards your feet. Inhale, lengthen with the flat back. Exhale to fold. One more time, breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale to rise. Palms touch, hands to the heart center. All right, we're going to do a few standing side stretches. So you're gonna sweep your arms, take your left hand to your right wrist, and then your left leg comes behind, so right leg in front, and then start to shift your weight forward into that right knee as you bend your knee and reach to the side. Breathe here. Stay for another breath. And come back to center. Switch your hands. So you're gonna reach up and over to your left. And your left leg is in front. The weight shifts into your front foot. Relax your shoulders. And come back to center. Good. Release your hands towards the midline. You're gonna do a little bit of a twist here. So just take your hands to your hips. Take a big breath in. Exhale, hinge at the hips with the flat back. Start to fold. Good. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow. So now bend your right knee, left knee, I'm sorry. Keep your left hand on the floor or your block. Raise your right arm to the sky. So your right leg is nice and straight. I'm bending my left knee generously here. And now reach your arm over your ear and plug the right hip back. Slowly release, switch sides. Take your right hand under the face. Raise your left arm to the sky. And then reach your arm over your ear. And bring your hand to the floor. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, walk your hands forward to your plank. If you want to move the energy, you can just take that flow, or you can skip and find downward dog. Take another breath here in stillness. Just scan your body, the legs, the spine, the breath, the mind. Inhale, raise your left leg. Step your left foot forward. All right, from here, keep your right hand on the ground. Remember, you can always bring your back knee to the floor if you wish. Raise your left arm, and that right hand can come flat to the ground or your block. Spin your arm over your ears. So again, find that length through the side body. One more breath. And just frame your foot. You're gonna inhale, come all the way up into your high lunge. Good, so take your time to arrive there. Soften the tops of the shoulders, square off the hips. Try to keep that left knee tracking over your ankle. Take your left hand to your right wrist. Reach up and over to your left. One more breath. Come back to center. Take your hands to your hips. Keeping both legs straight, you're going to slowly fold. Your hands can release down to floor blocks. You can hop that back foot forward a little bit more if you want, but you don't have to. Keeping the side body super long here, lengthening the legs, and then just walk the hands towards the long side of your mat. Take an inhale. And exhale, fold here, grab your elbows with opposite hands. Just hang here for 5 full breaths. No efforts, just slowing down, creating space. One more breath. And then inhale, come back with a flat back. Exhale, walk your hands to the back of your mat. So now you're facing the other direction, friends. Find your lunge first. Again, you can keep your hand flat on the ground or press your fingertips. Reach your arm, twist, and then raise. Spin that arm over your ear. And frame your right foot. On your next inhale, you're gonna rise for your high lunge. First, just find stability here. Find your balance. And then take your right hand to your left wrist. Reach up and over. How is your breath? Your awareness? Come back to center. Take your hands to your hips. Straighten that front leg. Hinging at the hips. Slowly start to fold. Take your hands to the ground or blocks. Remember, you can release that left heel to the floor. It doesn't have to touch the floor. In fact, if it doesn't touch the floor, you're gonna feel a nice stretch into your calf. One more. And then walk your hands towards the long side of your sticky mat. Make sure your feet are on the same line. Breathe in to lengthen and breathe out to fold. Go a little deeper here. Choose an arm variation that serves you at this moment. It can be grabbing your elbows with opposite hands. It can be hands resting on your behind your head. You can hold your ankles. One more. And then walk your hands back to center. Take a big inhale. Exhale, walk your hands towards your left foot. Step back to plank. Take another breath at the top of your push-up. Exhale to move like you. Take a child's pose here for a moment. And then we're gonna walk the hands to the right once again. And then come back to center. Walk your hands to the left. Inhale, stretch, get long. And then press yourself up and back to downward facing dog. Walk your hands towards your feet. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Do that 2 more times. Breathe in, lengthen. And breathe out, fold. Press through your feet. Inhale to rise. Hands to the heart center. All right. We're going to do another standing balancing pose. Here we're going to work with tree pose, Vrikshasana. And we're gonna add a little bit more. So, first, just stand tall here. Take your left heel off the ground. Hands can be on your hips. Inhale, tone the belly. Exhale, open your left knee wide. Come back to center. Once again, exhale. Inhale. On your last one, hold it here, and then either take your foot again to the shin or all the way up. Your big toe may always rest on the ground. Take your hands to the heart center. First, just take a moment here to lift the heart, to stand nice and tall. And then sweep your arms. Think as if you're holding a beach ball, and then slowly start to reach your hands to the left, so you should feel that nice stretch on your side body. Press your foot into your leg into your foot. Come back to center slowly, and then switch sides. Come back to center. Hands to the heart. All right, switch. So your left foot's on the ground. Lift your right heel just so you can start to shift to the weight. Inhale. Your knee comes about hip height. Doesn't have to be super high. Open your knee out to the side. Flex those toes. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Open, hold it here, choose where you want to place your foot, and commit. Your balance may or may not be available to you today. I always have one side that is a little bit wobbly. Good, set up a strong foundation here. And then sweep your arms out and up. And then exhale, start to take your hands to your right. Just watch so those shoulders are not coming up towards your ear. Go an inch deeper here. Come back to center. Go to the other side just for a breath. And then hands touch. Come all the way down. All right. Very good. We're gonna start to cool down a little bit now and just hold the stretches a little bit longer so we can get a little deeper. Little low back release here with Janushirshasana, extending your left leg. Inhale, reach your arms, square the shoulders, and then fold. We have 5 breaths here. Lengthen especially the mid back and upper back. See if you can keep your upper body soft and easy by not crunching your neck and relaxing your shoulders. We have 2 more. Notice where you can use your breath. Where can you direct your breath? Good. From here, you're just gonna take your forearm to the inside of your leg. And if it's hard for you to bring your forearm all the way down, you can use a block here if you wish. Otherwise, you can even go a little bit more gentle, extending your left arm. Otherwise, reach your left arm up, brighten the fingers, and then bring your arm up and over your ear. And at the same time, I'm using my right arm to press into my leg to rotate my rib cage. Lead with your left hand, come back to center. Now plant your hand on the floor about roughly in line with your hip. Press yourself up for a stargazer pose. Soften the breath a little bit more. And then slowly come down. Let's switch sides. So now extending your left leg, bend your right knee. Flex your toes. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, fold. How can you release and let go a bit more? Whether it's physically or mentally. Two final breaths here. Inhale slow. Exhale even slower. And then as you lengthen the spine a little bit more, remember you're gonna rotate your rib cage, open your chest, bring your forearm to the ground or to whatever it makes sense to you. Reach your hand up, try to open your chest as much as possible. And then bring your arm up and over. Keep those toes nice and flat. Use your arm to press into the leg. Let's take another breath here. Inhale, filling up the lungs to capacity. Stay for your exhale. Lead with your hand. Come all the way back to center. All right, plant your hand on the ground. We're gonna find stargazer pose here. Breathe from your ankle up into the leg, up into the ribs, all the way to the fingertips. Mindfully come back down. Just cross your legs. All right. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, take your hand or your forearm this time to the ground. And your gaze, so remember, it can be down towards the floor, horizon, or all the way up into the ceiling. And then walk your hands, crisscross the hands in front of you. We're going to switch sides. So take your time. And as you go deeper here in the side stretch, make sure your sits bones are still rooting down, pressing down on the floor. And come back to center. Let's just take a gentle seated twist here. So you can take your left hand to your right knee, left hand behind your back. Roll nice and tall, but use your inhales to lengthen, your exhales to twist a little deeper. Do this 2 more times. Slowly, mindfully release and switch sides. So take your left hand behind your back, right hand to your knee. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, twist. Stay active through your twist. Inhale. Create space. Exhale, twist a little more. Final one. Come back to center. We're gonna inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, fold. So just walk the hands in front of you. Relax your neck, relax your face. Maybe move your head yes and no. And then walk your hands towards you. Come down to your backs. Take a happy baby as you open your knees wide. Maybe rock a little bit from side to side. And remember, you can grab your shins, your ankles, or the edges of your feet. And just take about 3 very slow, mindful breaths. Just releasing the low back a little bit more. And then hug your knees into your chest. Maybe roll on your back a little bit from side to side or the length of your spine. And then give yourself a nice tight hug. Squeeze everything nice and tight to bring your forehead to your knees. Breathe deeply. And then exhale, release to Shavasana, your final relaxation as you extend your arms and your legs. Let your feet come a little bit wider, maybe as wide as your sticky mat. The hands gently away from the body with your palms facing up. Close your eyes here. Take a moment to fully arrive into your final pose, your final relaxation. This is the most important pose, where you give yourself the opportunity to receive the gifts, the benefits of yoga, for your body to absorb. So let go of your deep breath, your deep inhales and exhales. Let go of all the poses and just invite yourself to just be, to just let go. You may stay here as long as you wish. I encourage you to stay here for at least a couple minutes. Thank you so much for joining me on your mats today. May you have peace, may you be happy, may you be free. From my heart to yours, namaste.